All right, good afternoon, evening, morning, whatever time it is. Welcome to Activity 3.1.3, Basic Inputs Programming. All right, we're going to get into a little more of you working self-reliantly instead of being handheld as we go through this. All right, so ignore the bird in the background if you can hear it. All right, so what we're going to do is you are going to have the next 4 days roughly to go through and do all of this. It'll probably take you all 4 days. So let's kind of walk through it real quickly. First off, you're not going to form into new groups. You're going to be in the same group that you have been. Don't worry about splitting into teams A or B. Just everyone has everything they need. All right, and then you're going to go through and you're actually going to set up everything as it says here. And then finally, we're going to get into actually copying and pasting some of the codes. So for example, you're going to actually copy this code, power on the Cortex, save the program, go through. Okay, as far as documenting what this program would look like, you guys can write that in your engineering notebook. We are not going to check for that. This is kind of a way for you to document what you're learning. All right, and so you'll be able to look back on that as you study. So if you don't do it, well, that's your own study guide. So, all right, moving on. So you'll save that, move on, the wiring configuration. You're going to write a program that does this, these 4 things. Test the program and troubleshoot it as needed. This is an activity where you guys can ask other groups for help. Maybe you're running into issues with other things, or you can ask the instructor, have them take a look at your code, see if there's something that you're missing. All right. Then you're going to go on to using the potentiometer. If you would like to have a little more hand-holding as far as learning the potentiometer, if you go back up to this up here, potentiometer, if you click on that, there will actually be another walkthrough video on potentiometers, but you do not have to do it. That is up to you. So once you finish the potentiometer, you're going to move on to the optical shaft encoder. You're going to utilize this program, follow through, try and see if you can get it to work. Then the infrared line follower, ultrasonic distance sensor, and then don't worry about the conclusion questions. All right, the goal here is really just to get in the habit of writing some program and then troubleshooting it to actually get at what you're wanting to do. All right. If you need help, once again, ask the instructor, ask other people in the class. If you Google or if you actually search on YouTube 3.1.3 basic inputs, you will find plenty of teachers out there or other people that have recorded their results. So that might be a good point where you could look as well. Just something to keep an eye on and look out for. Once again, there is going to be no submission for this portion here. This is going to be a grade. So the instructor is going to look over your stuff as you're completing it. Basically, just kind of raise your hand when you have something and you're like, hey, it works. Mr. So-and-so, Mrs. So-and-so, whoever the instructor is, can you come check it out? Show them, and then move on. The goal is really just for you to work together as a group and kind of learn this and get used to troubleshooting and figuring it out. But there will be no actual submission, so you'll be graded on just what you do work-wise. Are you coming in and working? Are you messing around? All right, you can have fun, but you have a goal of trying to figure out all these different things. So you're more than welcome to come in during SRT, or if you work it out with the instructor before school, after school, to kind of work on it. But other than that, enjoy the assignment, enjoy the assignment, and good luck.